only. Fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now, the action's about to begin.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. You'd like to see more jabs. Jab doesn't quite connect. That jab doesn't find a home. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
And he scores with the counter. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nope, that jab not going to score. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get this boxing back together. He took the time, sets him up, he will take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely led him back into the fight. We're way better than this guy. We're way better.
Here we go for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighting.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. And he scores with the counter. for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
Get out there. This should work. Don't forget the jab, don't get carried away. Think about the beat. Focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you're going back in one shot at a time. Set him up. Would you take?
Let's get it started in round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Swing and a miss with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He just misses with that jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Great round. Guys, if you don't care, go out there and win this thing.
Here we go to the 4th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that hook misses. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. To be a judge in this fight. Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. These two fighters are made for one another. How about that time counter shot? That hook just can't find the target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with the hook. what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
The fight's not over yet. You've got to get out there and great work. Stay focused. Don't run back into the fight. Great round. Back into it. I need you to focus.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. With that jab. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What we've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Don't be looking at it one shot at a time. Set him up. He needs to get back out there. He needs to win this round. Get your mind back. You work out that kid. That jab's looking nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight, kid.
Lost. Don't worry about it. I need you to...
Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah?
Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Be smart. Get your...
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Doing what you do smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab. And then breathe when you step back.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Misses with the straight left. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends. Hold that thought! Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
3 days now needs to steady the pace and get the pace back to normal.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round could go easy. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Completely. Get your mind back on the job.
You stay focused now.
You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
Don't be looking at it one shot at a time. Set him up. But you'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up. Good work at that, kid. That jab's looking nice.
The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had...
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight, kid.
Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you're going back into it.
But you'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
Wait, go out in the first minute. Stick him on the...
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Gaps will appear.
Stop him in his tracks. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset.
And there's the bell for round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. Both men step back for just a moment. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They got out of the way of that right hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You've done all your work all the way through, Cam. Get your...
There's the bell to start round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot or pickpocket him.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Get going, Chris.
You stay focused.
There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They're not throwing a lazy jab in this fight. We'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, boxing. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Misses with the straight left. His stamina is off the charts. His stamina is off the charts. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round on a fight pick.
Right round. Don't be looking at everyone.
And there's the bell to start round 10. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Beautiful counter shot. Didn't land that jab. Straight right just misses. Can't land the jab there. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
He's going to win this fight. I need to get back out there.
He needs to vary it up.
You were thinking you was that jab back. Just box in. Be smart. Just get your shots off.
Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do. Good work. You're doing good, kid. You're doing good.
And there's the bell to start round 11. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Beautiful counter punch. It's all offense all the time. Is he going to punch himself out, though? As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. A lot of effort being exerted here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Round, you feel good. Stay for
Anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that...
Keep smart. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up.
And you're going to let him get back in. Now, it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your...
Aim again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Stop him in his tracks. Don't worry about that round. Don't...
You're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried
about that round. It was a bad round. But we don't care. We don't care.
Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Just misses for that uppercut. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go opposite of the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprise them. Addicted to winning, so since the beginning, I only focus on horizons. All they record is who go the hardest. Whole family is a chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we record is who go the hardest. Whole family is a chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Dimitri Bivol, 174 pounds. He's 6 foot tall. Here comes Dimitri Bivol. Here comes the man that beat down Canelo in Las Vegas, the fighter of the year in 2022. It's the light heavyweight champ. Watch out for that long, stiff jab. Enzo the Big Mac Macronelli, an Italian that fights out of Swansea, United Kingdom.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. And there's the bell to start round 1. Another scoring shot there. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the hook. Swing and a miss with that left hook. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be a hellfire on him.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. You don't want to trade shots. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Here we go for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This is a high-octane battle. That right hook catching air. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bevo in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get
On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
So much firepower here. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Catch and shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bevo in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. They both want a highlight reel knockout. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Bevo in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab misses. Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bevo in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's start the 6th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Misses with the jab. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. There's a counter shot. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That big hook doesn't land. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bevo in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
round 7. Here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Tried to score with a jab. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Good counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bevo on that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers hard. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Straight right just misses. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You never know with these scorecards. That will go down as a majority decision victory.
It's been a good one. Good entertainment. Everybody benefited. Those fighters there will learn so much from this fight. The fans cannot argue with that decision. I'm sure you won't, Todd, because I'm not. I'm happy with what I've just seen.